Hey everyone, welcome back. First off, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who showed interest in my last project, the handmade agnes-pan camera, which was my take on a Hasselblad X-Pan alternative. It's been such a rewarding experience sharing that journey with you all. I've been really enjoying shooting with that camera throughout 2024, and now I'm excited to share my next project with you. So, this new project is all about building a completely different panoramic camera, this time using 120mm film. My goal is to create something that sits between the 6x12 and 6x17 formats. After a bit of back and forth, I settled on a 6x14 format. It's not a standard format, but I wanted to try something fresh. I do have a 6x12 format camera already, but honestly, it's just not wide enough for my taste. I didn't find myself using it much for that reason. On the other hand, I love my handmade 6x17 format camera. It's been my go-to for a lot of shots. The camera, along with a 90mm lens, has never let me down. I've had a lot of fun with it. That said, my 6x17 camera does have one big drawback, and it's something I can't ignore. It's heavy. Really heavy. After shooting for just a couple of hours, it gets exhausting. Plus, it's pretty noticeable. Too noticeable sometimes. I've had a few run-ins where security guards at parks or buildings stopped me from shooting with a camera and tripod. So I decided it was time to design a new, more compact panoramic camera that still uses 120mm film but solves these issues. That's where the 6x14 format comes in. It gives you 56x142mm images, kind of an in-between format, but it feels just right for what I need. I'm also using the film counter from a 6x4.5 format camera, which helps me keep track of the exposures as I advance the film. It's simple, but effective. To build the camera, I went to a wood workshop I used to visit before COVID. The workshop has since moved, but they still have the basic tools I needed. The table saw, planer, sanding machines, and even a CNC machine. The CNC was helpful for crafting the lens mount, which is one of the key part of the build. For the wood, I chose walnut. It's a bit easier to work with than ebony, and it gives the camera a really nice aesthetic. I cut the wood into smaller pieces, glued them together, and started assembling the body. For the lens, I decided to stick with something I'm really fond of, my Rodenstock Grandagon-N 75mm f6.8. This lens has been my go-to for my former 612 camera, and it's worked out perfectly for that format. It has a flange focal distance of 78.5mm, which was key in making sure it would work with a new 6x14 body I'm building. I've always loved the sharpness and image quality this lens delivers, so I'm excited to use it for this project as well. And that's the basic rundown of the process. It's still a work in progress, but I'm really excited with how it's turning out. I'll also drop links in the description for any tools or materials you might be interested in. If you're into camera building, definitely give it a try yourself. It's a really fun challenge, and the satisfaction of creating something like this is hard to beat. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you updated on the next steps of this project.